Most people are broke because what they're doing is they're selling time. We don't want to sell time. What we want to sell is when it's you versus time, then your income gets capped. I ran into this myself and I was like, okay, if I want to get these certain things that I want, which at the time I wanted to get some really nice things, and I was looking at how much I'm making and how much I'm able to pay for things, and to get the stuff I wanted, I would have had to live like 5 lifetimes. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to go from trading you versus time to turning you into bits. And when you turn into bits, you can make something once that keeps on working and paying you while you're doing other things. And in this case, what it's going to be is we're going to be doing an online business where you can actually do something very special, like get 1,000 people, not a million, not a zillion, but 1,000 people to give you $3 per day, and you'll make over 1 million plus per year, and that's recurring revenue, which gives you more time and more money for the work that you did one time. So you're probably wondering, well, why should I listen to you? Well, for one, I've been doing this since 2007, so I just have a lot of reps. I've also created a couple businesses that have done well over $1 million. We've won the Skool games a couple times. We went and met with Alex and Sam Ovens, and we did that whole thing. We got some trophies out of the deal, and we took to win the Skool games. We took a Skool account to $140,000 a month, and we've helped hundreds of people make 6 and 7 figures over the years using digital businesses, selling digital products and things like that. And we have communities right now that are doing over 100 grand a month. Here's the thing, though. Okay. We got to figure out, like, how are you going to do this? Because in most cases, you're probably already really good at something. You're probably able to help people in some certain sort of way. But all we need today is we need Skool, okay? We need AI, and we need YouTube. I'm going to explain how we use these things, but I'm going to show you what each one of these things actually does. So if you look at it, schools are freaking out right now, like colleges, because college can't keep up, meaning something comes out and then it gets replaced right away. Something comes out, it gets replaced right away. And the crazy thing is you have to take all these weird classes and all these crazy things to learn something that has nothing to do with those things. Plus, the cost of it is ridiculous. I didn't go to a 4-year college because I looked at the fact that what I wanted to do was make money. And I wanted to be able to own a business so I could control my money. I grew up with entrepreneurs and farmers. My mom owned a floral shop. It wasn't like they're big, crazy CEOs of big companies, but I seen that it just made more sense to control the money and control the time. And I soon realized after a long amount of time that the way you make money is by solving people's problems. Matter of fact, here on the screen, let me pull something up for you. Okay, so this is how you make money. There's somebody out there that has a problem, okay? Their current situation is they want to learn how to do trading online, like trading cryptocurrency, let's say, okay? I'm not suggesting you do that, but let's say they want to do that. Their outcome, their desired situation here is they want to make money trading, okay? That's what they want to do. Currently, though, they don't know how to make money trading, okay? So if you can get them, they're trying to get over here to this place, but when they do that, they keep running into a wall right here, and they fail. But if you could figure that out for them, and you can get them over this gap, they will give you their money for your value or your answers. We call this the gap. That's all colleges do, is they help you figure things out so that you can go out there and solve problems at scale and make money. Problem is, by the time you get done paying for college, and by the time you even get out of college, the thing you probably learned could be obsolete, okay? That's one thing. The other thing is I just didn't want to go to the school thing. I wasn't a big fan of all that. So I was like, well, we still got to find something that is going to pay us without having to do a bunch of weird stuff. Like, for instance, I was in a business with a friend of mine that I was like 21, I think, 22. We got this thing to over $200,000 a month, and we were selling, like widgets. We were selling like stuff like, it was an actual, product that helped people detox, and we would sell that business to business to other companies, but we had to have a warehouse. We had to ship things. We had to do all this stuff. This was back before there was this big drop shipping thing. And then what happened from there is it was like, all right, well, we were having to do all these phone sales, and I was like, well, why don't we figure out how to just forget selling to the business, let's just go straight to the consumer, and let's just sell it straight to the person. And it was like, well, what are we going to call everybody and sell it to them? No. And at that time, I was like 22, had 35-person sales staff on the phone that I was training every day doing phone sales, and it sucked, okay? It royally sucked, and it was just so time-consuming. So this thing, the internet, come around, and I was like, all right, well, why don't we just learn how to use the internet to get customers, and then we'll just sell them the stuff online, and then they can buy it, and we'll ship it to them. We did that. And we took the time to use YouTube. This is where we attracted people to our stuff, okay? So I'm going to put over here on the YouTube, okay? So we used YouTube to actually attract these people. We would put out content, and they would see the content, and then they would go to our website, and they would buy stuff. So we would come over here, and we would convert them, only at this time, we didn't have Skool. I was not wanting to sell physical products anymore because I didn't want to have to ship things, I didn't want to have to get returns, I didn't want to have to deal with that. And I thought, what's more valuable? Well, the most valuable thing in the world is knowing how to do something, because if you don't know how to do something, you can't do it, and if you can't do it, you can't get the money, you can't get the thing. So I was like, why don't I learn how to educate people? I'll educate people on how to make money, and if I did that, I thought, well, then I would make money, okay? Which it ended up working out. It just took longer than it should have because I didn't get help as fast as I should have, and that's exactly what you should do, is get help so that you don't have to. If somebody else has already done something, why would you take the time to go relearn it? That's like trying to relearn how to make a TV when there's people out there making amazing TVs. You're better to go to them and say, how do you make this TV, and pay them some money and save you years and years and years of time so that you could learn how to do it. And so in this case, I was like, well, I'm going to show people how to actually create a digital business. So if you're somebody that likes to coach, if you're somebody that likes to teach, if you're somebody that likes to break things down, figure things out, and then help somebody get it faster, better, and easier, which is why people pay you, okay, that's why you go to the restaurant. That's why you buy the shoes. Instead of you making the shoes, you pay somebody because they'll make them better, they'll make them faster, and they'll make them easier, and it's easier for you to get the thing. All things are this way in terms of why people buy stuff, okay? The only way to truly make money is solving problems. And so I thought, well, what if I could have something where no matter where I worked, I could make money? If I was on a train, a plane, an automobile, didn't matter where I was at. As long as I had internet, I could make money. That's what I wanted. I didn't know how to do that at the time, but I thought I need to sell something digital. So I go online, and this is 2010, I think. I go online and I start finding these different courses on how to sell stuff. And I'm like, whoa. I would buy the course, I would find them on YouTube, I would buy their course, and I'd go into this program thing, and I would watch the videos, and I caught myself doing this. And I was like, wait a minute, I just gave this guy $500 or $1,000 or whatever, and they're teaching me how to do something, which is great. I'm learning, I'm getting this done faster. And I was like, well, why can't I just do that? Why can't I figure things out and then, train them? So here we've got Skool, and that's where we do that. It's just what it sounds like. It's a school. It's where you put your classroom. So inside of here we have a classroom. In your classroom, this is where you learn how to solve a problem that somebody wants to have solved. And then in the classroom, you teach them how to solve that. You take them step by step. The next thing is you have a community. This community is where you connect with them. I found that you can't just have a course by itself. It needs to have a support mechanism, and it also needs to have a community mechanism, which just so happens to be awesome that AI can't copy community. It can't copy a bunch of individual people that are communicating together. That's impossible to copy. So you have a moat around your business. The next thing is it had a calendar which allowed me to put on calls that I would do once a week. So I would support them once a week. Every Wednesday, we'd get on a call. They'd have their classroom. As they were going through the steps, they could talk to others in the community while simultaneously getting on the calls and asking questions to me. And people started making money because I was teaching them this exact same process. Yes, it was a program that taught people how to create a course and sell it online. And it worked very, very well. And it still works very, very well, despite all the things you might hear out there. Here's what's gotten crazy. AI makes this go faster, okay? If you know how to use AI, it'll just be faster. It'll be easier. It'll also be better because it's taking the knowledge of tons of people, and it's actually leveled the playing field. You literally do not have to be the expert anymore. You just have to be the curator and the director. And if you know how to communicate with AI, then you are going to be part of the new rich if you apply it in the ways that we show you here. It has leveled the playing field. The owner of NVIDIA even said the people that are going to be the new rich in the future are going to be those that don't use AI, but have a teammate that's AI, and they know how to communicate to that teammate to get the work done. He said that there'll be more millionaires made in the next decade than in the last 20 years of the internet all combined. So this is huge. We use YouTube to attract people. We use YouTube to prove that we can help people. Here's a wild thing. We also use YouTube to trade bits, as we talked about, instead of flesh, okay? So here's what's wild. Right now, you're watching this video, and the crazy thing is it's not live, is it? Although you and I are still talking, I'm doing something else right now. This is called leverage, and that's all business really is. You have something that people want, and you get it to them, and they pay you. And if you can do that in a way that doesn't cost you a lot of time, energy, and money, you'll make more than it takes you in effort and energy, and voila, there you have it. You have a machine that'll give you money. You're watching this video right now, I'm doing something else. If I put tons of videos out talking about this and sharing about how we solve this problem, getting you money using the internet with digital products, the more money I'm going to make, and the more it's going to compound, and 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8, and then when we get people results, they go tell other people. It's a fascinating flywheel that actually really truly works, and it all is all based off the idea of you going out there and helping somebody get from point A to point B, and if you can do that, they will give you their money and tell other people that are in point A that you helped them get to point B, and then it starts compounding. It's very simple. It's very easy to understand. Okay, there's nothing crazy about this. And the wild thing is, back in the day, this was very expensive. This took lots of moving parts. Now we just need Skool and YouTube and AI. And you can do amazing things like get just a single 1,000 people. Okay, just one group of 1,000 people. Just 1,000 people. We're not talking about tens of there's 8 billion people on the planet. You have to help 1,000 people. Okay? If you can help 1,000 people, even if they gave you $1 a day, that's 30 grand a month. Do you understand? So here's what the process looks like, okay? Let's take a look at this. Okay. So you attract people right here. We do that out here on YouTube. It's the best place to go. There's nothing else to really think about here. You just use YouTube. It's like trying to explain why the sun comes up and goes down, okay? It doesn't matter. Like, why are you worried about that? Just understand that YouTube is the social media platform that you go to. When you have people at YouTube, what are you doing? Well, you're explaining and proving how you can solve the problem, okay? That's what you're doing. Then what happens is you tell them if they want to solve it faster, okay, easier, and better, that you can do that, and you show them the path of how you do that. Okay? We have a 7-step path inside of our Make Once program. We call it Make Once because you make it once and it pays you over and over and over again. Kind of like a hit single. Okay, the Beatles made a song one time and it paid them forever. That's called massive leverage. Alex Hormozi made a book one time and he sells copies every single second of every day. It's a book. People are like, I don't know if people sell digital products. I don't know if people do the course thing, the school thing. He sold $105 million worth of books in one day. Books, okay? So let's get over this, what we heard out there on the internet thing, and understand just like science and physics. If you don't know how to do something, you can't do it. So if you help people learn how to do the thing that they want to learn how to do, you can have success. And just here in a minute, I'll show you proof of that and what it can do. Okay? So to convert people, we send them over to our school. Like if you go down in the description of this video, you can see there's a link to my school. You click on it. It sends you to the About page of my school where you can watch a video and you can see validation and proof of what we give you and how we help you make money on the internet using Skool, YouTube, and AI. Selling digital products, selling information, selling how to do something that somebody wants to do. Okay? And then on the delivery is we actually get them from point A to point B, and then what they do is they go tell their friends, and we support them, okay? And we start getting this compounding effect to happen, okay? And it's not about videos that get thousands and millions of views and all this stuff. It's about talking to your ideal customer. My ideal customer is somebody that's a coach, course creator, they're smart, or they're not smart, and they want to be smart in some shape or form, meaning they may not be selling a course on how to do Forex trading now, but they know that they're going to use AI and they're going to learn and do the thing and show people how to get there faster, easier, and better. And if they can put that together inside of a school community and charge $30, $50, $90, $100, $150 a month, and they get 1,000 people giving them $100 a month, that's $100,000 a month, okay? This is not rocket science. This is not complicated. This is you spending the time with AI to advance yourself fast enough to be able to teach somebody something that they want to learn faster, easier, and in a better way, okay? And you get paid for that. It's very simple. And it's recurring. It's month after month for the work that you did one time. Okay, so these are the only stages. You attract people on social media. You convert them with your school. And you deliver on the promise in your school, and then people tell other people, and you give them a 40% commission. Like if you join my school right now and you get the result you wanted, which is you know how to make money using the internet selling digital products, if you go tell someone else that also wants to do that, and they join school based off using your link, then guess what? You make 40% of whatever they're paying per month. So if they're paying me, let's say $100 a month, you would get $40 out of that $100 just because you referred them to me. So if you think about this, what if you had just 10 people a month that you helped refer one each? That's an extra 10 people each that refer an extra 10 people each on top of the people that are coming in based off your recommendations of your own attraction out there on YouTube, like the video I have here. You see how this works? And what am I doing? I'm sitting in a high-rise in Dallas, and I'm talking to you about how to do this. Not hard work. I'm not sweating. This is not difficult. Okay? So let's take a look at some proof here. Okay? So I went into Skool, and I went to their main community and those community games, and then I went to All Time. In one of the hobby markets, there's a guy teaching people Spanish, and he's making 15 grand a month. Okay? There's a guy doing dog training, and he's making $28,000 a month. Now, is dog training new? Nope. Is learning Spanish new? Nope. But guess what? Every single second of every day, there's babies being born, and they don't know something. And you're like, well, they have AI, and they have all this stuff. Well, that's great, but they don't know how to use it. They don't know how to, they still need somebody to help them. They need somebody to work through this stuff with them, right? That's you, and if you help them, you get paid. If you think about where you work at right now, if you're working somewhere, the only reason you're getting money is because you're helping them solve some part of that problem, okay? It's the same thing. You're just cutting out the middleman here. You're just taking the money instead of giving it to your boss. It's very simple. You just have to show up each day, and you have to support your community, which is, I would say, no joke, like, now when you're building, you're not thinking about how much time am I working each day? I don't even think about that still to this day. But to run your business that'll make you 10x more than a stupid job will, okay? I have nothing against jobs. So if that butt hurts you that I say something like that, we're probably not going to get together. Just toodaloo. But if it doesn't offend you and you get what I'm saying and you feel me, then I'm just saying, like, it's kind of silly to go work for someone else when you can just work for yourself. You can set your own hours. You can do what you want to do. You can work how you want to work. And you can have more fun you have more flexibility. Like, does it take a little bit more effort up front? Yeah, of course, but who cares? What are you doing, right? So you can work for yourself. You can literally just teach people using the internet how to solve problems, and your whole life can be a lot better. You can have more money. You can have more time. You can have more friends. People will actually celebrate you out there. They'll be like, thanks, man. I really appreciate you. You're so great. When was the last time people were telling you that at your job, right? So anyway, there's a guy out there teaching people how to do DJ stuff, 14 grand a month. There's a guy out there, there's some women out there teaching trading, $129,000 a month. There's a guy out there teaching manifestation, $25K a month. And there's literally tens of thousands more examples of these you can just go look at, which I love that you can just do that, okay? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to say to yourself, hey man, do I want to keep going to that job every day where I got to get in my car, like these people down here? Do I got to get in my car? I got to get these clothes on. I got to go to work. I got to do all this like stuff that I don't even want to do to make some money. And who knows, some guy's going to come in behind me that's better qualified or that's younger or that's whatever, and they can just take me out of the job, right? Or you can say, you know what? I want to learn how to do this online business thing Mike's talking about. I want to learn how to create my own school community where I either get people together. I got a guy, he's already rich, but he's bored, right? And he wants to make more money because he likes buying airplanes. And so he created a school community called the Lifestyle Aviation Blueprint, and he's getting all his pilot friends together, and they just hang out in this community, and it's a club. It's $50 a month. He gets 1,000 people in there. That's 50 grand a month. He can buy more airplanes. It doesn't always have to be like some like course crazy thing. He shows them the best airports, what he packs, his gear bag, his stuff. He chats with them. They have coffee hour, right? Talk pilot stuff that only pilots would understand. So you could do the same sort of thing. You can do whatever you want. I like business and money, so that's what I talk about. And if there was something better out there that I could do that would make more money than what this does, I would do it. But for the amount of effort I got to put in and the amount of money that comes out of this and the amount of lives that we can change and the people we can reach and what we can do, I have to pinch myself every single day. It's insanity how this can really change your life. So, I'm not promising you any kind of money returns or nothing because I don't know how hard you're going to work. I don't know what you're going to do. Most people don't do anything, okay? But what I am telling you is we do these certain 7 steps right here, and when we do these 7 steps, okay, all I can tell you is we follow these 7 steps right here that are inside of the Make Once community. Okay, I take you through on how to pick your course idea. Then I show you how to actually structure the course idea. After you validate it, it's a validated. When I say a course idea, I'm not talking about like, well, you could do this. It's like, no, people are literally wanting this and searching for this and want to buy this, and it's validated. And here's the crazy thing is I set it all up using AI. I set it all up using like agents and stuff. So it works with you 24/7, no matter what is going on. So you're always there to be supported. Plus, I give you a live call every Wednesday. Every Monday, we do this thing where we put out new stuff that's going on with AI so you can learn how to use these tools. Okay, like the owner of NVIDIA said, the rich will be the ones that can talk to him. I show you how to talk to him. And then on Friday, we have this shipper thing where I'm in this culture that we want you to ship stuff. People join courses and they don't freaking do anything. They get in, they get out, they get in. I'm all about like supporting you and making sure that you are actually shipping stuff out, like you're doing stuff, like you're getting it done so that you can start making the money because it's not very complicated, you see, especially with AI. So then after you get your validated course idea, we get it structured, okay? This is step 2. Then in step 3, we want to get this thing all laid out. We want to know exactly what we're going to be delivering, what we're creating, and your coaching style, like how are you going to teach people? And then in step 4, we figure out your price and your offer. Step 5, we show you how to do the YouTube thing to get attraction, to get people to come buy it. Step 6 is when we're now setting up your school and getting everything laid out there so you can collect the money because now you have traffic coming. And then, of course, we show you how to scale the whole thing. And we show you how to get your traffic map going and getting all that stuff coming in. Like I said, you get live support, you get a community. I show you how to do this faster, easier, and better, and we have fun doing this. I'm not about being all bored and doing this stuff, being all like boring, right? Like we don't want that. We want to have a good time. So just go down to the description. It's skool.com/makeonce, and I can show you how to do this stuff. And I just want you to remember something, okay? Every day that you wait, it just gets harder, okay? Every day that you wait, it just gets harder, and you get more stuck into that 9 to 5, or you get more stuck into that one-to-one coaching. Instead of one-to-one, you need to be doing group. This is how you do it, okay? Plus, here's some more urgency to put under your butt, okay? I want to keep the quality of this group high, and I want to work with great people. So I changed the monthly price. It goes up $50 per month every 100 members. So in about 80 more members, it's going to go from $59 a month to $109 a month. If you get in now, you lock in whatever price it's at. So you could get in at $59 a month, and when people are paying $109, $159, $209, $259, you stay at the $59 per month, if it's still there while you're watching this. But the cool thing is when you get in there, if you hit $1 million in my group, I fly you private, me private together. I give you a plaque. We also celebrate you, and I get you a timepiece because now you have time. So it's a great thing. We do real stuff in there, and we've got 50,000+ people that we're helping do digital product work. This isn't something new for us. We love doing this, and I would love to be some crazy genius that figured out this complicated thing that I'm going to give you, but in all reality, this is a very simple thing. And if you just have a little help, you'll get there faster, easier, better, and you can actually do this stuff. You don't have to be a genius. You just have to be somebody that can show up consistently and do the thing. And if you can do that, you can win in a business like this. So go down in the description, and if you want to learn more about what I'm talking about, there's going to be a video popping up here on the screen. Go ahead and click and watch that. But listen, take action, get something going. It doesn't even take a lot of money to get it going. I'm talking about my community that shows you how to get to 6 and 7 figures doing this is literally the price of a cheap dinner date with your grandma. So you decide. It's up to you. If you want to wait longer, that's up to you, but I wouldn't do that. I look forward to working with you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and I hope you have a hell of a good day.